Have you ever felt like everyone around you is better than you? Richer, smarter, more talented? What if I told you that comparing yourself to others might be the biggest mistake of your life? This is the story of Jackson and the powerful lesson that changed his life forever. In a city, there lived a young man named Jackson. Jackson had a simple dream. He wanted to be successful and respected. But there was a problem. Jackson constantly compared himself to everyone around him. His friend Mark was very rich. His cousin Alex was extremely intelligent. His neighbor Sarah was talented in music and art. Whenever Jackson looked at them, he felt small. One evening, he sat alone on the rooftop of his apartment building, staring at the bright city lights. He sighed and said to himself, "Everyone is better than me. I'm not rich, not the smartest, and not the most talented. I'm just average." Days passed and Jackson kept feeling worse about himself. One evening, Jackson visited his grandfather, a wise old man who loved sharing life lessons. Jackson asked him, "Grandpa, why do I feel like I'm not good enough compared to others?" His grandfather smiled gently. Then he gave Jackson a simple task. "Go to the market," he said, "and observe the people there. Watch what they are doing, and then come back and tell me what you notice." The next day, Jackson went to the market. He noticed several different people working nearby. First, he saw a chef working in a small restaurant. The chef was sweating while cooking quickly as customers waited for their food. Then he saw a mechanic repairing a broken motorcycle on the roadside. A barber was carefully cutting someone's hair in a small salon. A painter was painting the wall of a shop. A little further away, a security guard was helping two children safely cross the road. Jackson stood there quietly, watching everyone. Later, he returned home and told his grandfather about all the people he had seen, each doing their work with their own special skills. His grandfather listened carefully. Then he asked Jackson, "Tell me something. Can one person do all these jobs at the same time?" Jackson looked at him in surprise and replied, "Not at all." His grandfather smiled. "Exactly, my son. Every person has a unique ability. Every person is different from another. Everyone has a different skill." He continued, "If you ask a mechanic to cut your hair, can he do it?" Jackson shook his head. "No." "If you ask a chef to repair a motorcycle, will he repair it?" "No," Jackson said, "because a chef knows how to cook delicious food, not how to fix machines." His grandfather continued, "And if you ask a security guard to cut your hair, will he do it?" Jackson smiled and said, "No, his job is to protect people, not to cut hair." Then the grandfather said something Jackson would never forget. "No one is created to do every kind of work. God has given every person a special talent. Our job is to discover that talent and use it in the best way." He added, "Just as everyone cannot become a doctor, lawyer, teacher, driver, mechanic, chef, pilot, engineer, soldier, or electrician, in the same way, no one can succeed in every field. Each person has a different strength. Instead of comparing yourself with others, focus on your own abilities. Find what you are naturally good at, work hard on it, and that talent will lead you toward success." Jackson stood silently, thinking deeply about those words. For the first time in his life, he stopped comparing himself to others. Instead, he began focusing on what he was good at. Jackson loved organizing things and solving problems. So he started a small business helping local shops manage their supplies and deliveries. At first, it was very difficult, but slowly people began trusting him because he was reliable and hardworking. Months later, his small service grew into a successful company helping many businesses in the city. One day, Jackson again sat on the same rooftop where he once felt hopeless. But this time, he smiled. He finally understood something important. The world isn't built by perfect people. It is built by people who accept their imperfections and use their strengths. And that day, Jackson realized the truth. Nobody is perfect in life, but everyone has something special that can make a difference. So remember this. Stop comparing yourself to others. Nobody is perfect, and your unique strengths are what make you valuable.
If you enjoyed this story,
Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. See you in the next story. Thank you for watching.